All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and aldermen. Today is Monday, April 5th, 2021. We welcome you to the April meeting of the Milford Board of Aldermen. This meeting is being remotely, and as we begin, I wanted to take the opportunity to highlight a few guidelines to ensure business runs efficiently and that all statutory and administrative rules are followed. In accordance with the Freedom of Information Act and Governor Lamont's executive orders, this meeting is being recorded and will be made available on the City of Milford's website. If a member of the board would like to speak, please utilize the raise your hand feature via Zoom. Please do not speak over each other, and when you are not speaking, please keep your phones and computers on mute. After being recognized to speak, please state your name prior to making a statement. With that, will everyone please stand up wherever you are, and please join me as we salute our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Secretary, will you please take the roll?
Alderman Beatty,
Present.
Alderman Gaynor. Here. Alderman Gennatasio,
Here.
Alderman Golden,
Alderman Golden would like to be excused, Madam Secretary.
But of course. Why?
Alderman Hardeman,
Alderman Hardeman would also like to be excused, Madam Secretary.
Alderman Harlow,
Here.
Alderman Marlowe.
Here.
Alderman Prente. Here. Alderman Frank Smith,
Here.
Alderman Winthrop,
Here.
Alderman Sutton,
Here.
Alderman Tranquilli,
Here.
Alderman Vitro,
Here.
Alderman Vitale,
Here.
Alderman Willis.
Here.
13 are present.
13 present. We do have a quorum. Thank you, Madam Secretary. The next portion of the meeting is devoted to public comment. Please use the raise your hand feature via Zoom or state your name if you're using the conference line. Statements are limited to the legislative function of the Board of Aldermen. The time limit granted to each speaker shall be 3 minutes. Residents, taxpayers, and electors may address the board at this time or provide comment through email. The board encourages speakers not to express derogatory, insensitive, or offensive statements or to engage in personal attacks against individuals. In order to allow everyone an opportunity to speak, I'd ask that everyone please limit their comments to 3 minutes. We received the following public comment via email. Alderman Sutton, agenda item number 3, consideration of minutes for the regular meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the board accepts the minutes of the regular meeting of the Board of Aldermen held on March 1, 2021.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Madam Secretary, roll call vote, please.
Alderman Beatty,
Yes.
Alderman Gaynor,
Yes.
Alderman Gennatasio,
Yes.
Alderman Harlow,
Yes.
Alderman Marlowe,
Yes.
Alderman Prente,
Yes.
Alderman Frank Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Winthrop,
Yes.
Alderman Sutton,
Yes.
Alderman Tranquilli,
Yes.
Alderman Vitro,
Yes.
Alderman Vitale,
Yes.
Alderman Willis.
Yes.
All in favor.
Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Madam Secretary. Agenda item number 4, there are no special meeting minutes to consider. Agenda item number 5 on the chairman's report. I just hope that everyone had a very happy Easter and happy Passover, and hope we were going to have a early spring and early summer, get rid of all this coldness that's going around, and looking forward to a exciting budget season. Agenda item number 6, mayor's report and recommendations. Is there a report from the mayor?
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, good evening. Happy spring. Everybody is enjoying the start to the spring season. As you can see, we do have a couple of appointments today, in addition to the ones under item 8A, 8B. We also have a appointment under the mayor's report, which is 6A. Jerry Panico of 62 Platt Lane to be a member of the Inland Wetlands Agency, and Cheryl Capielli of 234 Grinnell Street. That was a recent ad to be a member of Milford's Conservation Commission. So at the appropriate time, I would ask that those members be sworn in by our city clerk. And I know that they're going to do a great job in addition to those members under 8A. Other than that, Mr. Chairman, if you have any questions that come up, I respectfully request your consideration and action in those items listed on the agenda 8A through 8C.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We'll close on the Rule 6, open under agenda item number 7. There is no unfinished business. Open under agenda item number 8. Moving on to new business, Alderman Sutton, agenda item number 8A.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that the board approves the appointment of Lisa Ann Tryon, 1425 Windward Road, as a member of the Milford Inland Wetlands Commission Agency to fill the present vacancy, term expiring December 31, 2022.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Madam Secretary, roll call vote, please.
Alderman Beatty,
Yes.
Alderman Gaynor,
Yes.
Alderman Gennatasio,
Yes.
Alderman Harla. I'm sorry, Alderman Harla.
You call me? No? Yes.
Alderman Marlowe,
Yes.
Alderman Parente,
Yes.
Alderman Frank Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Winthrop Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Sutton,
Yes.
Alderman Tranquilli,
Yes.
Alderman Vitro,
Yes.
Alderman Vitale,
Yes.
Alderman Willis,
Yes.
all in favor.
Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Madam Secretary. Next item on the agenda is.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, at this time, I would ask that our city clerk swear in the 3 new members of our boards and commissions. Mrs. Tryon, Mrs. Capiello, and Mr. Panico.
Okay, thank you. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or sincerely affirm that you will faithfully execute and discharge your duties and responsibilities according to law as a member of your respective agency or commission to the best of your ability, so help you God, or upon penalty for perjury? Okay, congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is 8B, Alderman Sutton.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that the board approves the requested attached resolution regarding State of Connecticut Local Capital Improvement Program Assistance Program 2021.
Second.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Alderman Gennatasio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, through you. Good evening to the members of the board. To Mayor Blake, hope you are well. Just a quick question on the LoCIP grant. Is it a lesser amount of money this time? I recall this being at one point much more than this that we used to receive. I just had a question on the funding, if it was a lesser amount due to the state.
So, Mr. Chairman, through you to Alderman Giantassio, this amount of approximately $370,000 is approximately the same amount that we've been receiving for the last several years. I believe you are correct that at one point the LoCIP money was much higher, approximately $500,000, but at least for the last couple of years, this has been approximately the same amount that we've received. And the city has utilized this money to help fund some of the asphalt management that we do throughout the course of the year. So at least the last several years, almost all the years, that this money goes directly to helping us pave Milford City streets.
Thank you. Through you, Mr. Chairman, Mayor Blake, so is the expectation that we're going to be using some more or extra money out of our funds to meet our threshold of, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's 22 miles we like to pave each year? Is that still going to be met with this grant?
So what we target every year and what is in our capital improvement plan historically going back 20 years is that we try to pave 10 miles of road a year. We have done better than that over the last several years. We've stepped it up a little bit more than we have in the past. Funds like this and grants like this help us achieve additional, miles of paving. So we're going to continue to kind of go on the same track that we have in the last couple of years and try to get more streets paved, just because we have 1,200 city streets in the city that we have to pave. And if we don't step it up now, which we have been doing for the last several years, we will not be on the appropriate cycle.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You're welcome. Is there any more discussion on the motion? Hearing none, roll call vote, Madam Secretary.
Alderman Beatty,
Yes.
Alderman Gaynor,
Yes.
Alderman Giantassio,
Yes.
Alderman Harla,
Yes.
Alderman Marlowe,
Yes.
Alderman Prente,
Yes.
Alderman Frank Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Winthrop Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Sutton,
Yes.
Alderman Tranquilli,
Yes.
Alderman Vitro,
Yes.
Alderman Vitale,
Yes.
Alderman Willis,
Yes.
all in favor.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Motion passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda is 8C. Alderman Sutton, agenda item 8C.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that the board approves the requested attached resolution regarding cash advance for State of Connecticut Local Improvement Program Assistance Program, LoCIP 2021.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please, Madam Secretary.
Alderman Beatty,
Yes.
Alderman Gaynor,
Yes.
Alderman Giantassio,
Yes.
Alderman Harla,
Yes.
Alderman Marlowe,
Yes.
Alderman Prente,
Yes.
Alderman Frank Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Winthrop Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Sutton,
Yes.
Alderman Tranquilli,
Yes.
Alderman Vitro,
Yes.
Alderman Vitale,
Yes.
Alderman Willis,
Yes.
all in favor.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Motion passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda is agenda item number 9. There is no new business. Agenda item number 10, moving on to budget memo transfers. Alderman Sutton, agenda item number 10A.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that the board approves the budget memo transfers numbers 5 and 6, Fund 2812, fiscal year 21.
Second.
Motion.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Madam Secretary, roll call vote, please.
Alderman Beatty,
Yes.
Alderman Gainer,
Yes.
Alderman Genatasio,
Yes.
Alderman Harla,
Yes.
Alderman Marlowe,
Yes.
Alderman Prente,
Yes.
Alderman Frank Smith. Alderman Frank Smith,
I'm sorry, yes.
Alderman Winthrop Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Sutton,
Yes.
Alderman Tranquilli,
Yes.
Alderman Vitro,
Yes.
Alderman Vitale,
Yes.
Alderman Willis.
Yes.
All are in favor.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Motion passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda is moving on to refunds. Alderman Sutton, agenda item number 11A.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that the board approves the refunds in the amount of $94,184.33.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Madam Secretary, roll call vote, please.
Alderman Beatty,
Yes.
Alderman Gainer,
Yes.
Alderman Genatasio,
Yes.
Alderman Harla,
Yes.
Alderman Marlowe,
Yes.
Alderman Prente,
Yes.
Alderman Frank Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Winthrop Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Sutton,
Yes.
Alderman Tranquilli,
Yes.
Alderman Vitro,
Yes.
Alderman Vitale,
Yes.
Alderman Willis.
Yes.
All in favor.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Motion passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda, item number 12. Are there any reports of standing committees? Hearing none, we'll move on to agenda item number 13. Is there any reports of any special committees? Hearing none, moving on to agenda item number 14. I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Meeting adjourned. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank
Good night,
you.
everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, everybody.